France have Zidane and England have Charlton. But who is every European country's GOAT?
The 5 times Champions League winner is clear of Russian Giggs as Wales' best ever player. Suker was great, but Modric is a Ballon d'Or winner. He has to be Croatia's best ever player. Puskas is a GOAT of the game. Of course he is Hungary's GOAT as well. Lewandowski has been banging in goals for over a decade. He's Poland's GOAT. Spain have a ridiculous pool of world-class players to choose from, but I've got to go with Iniesta. Ireland have had a few talents, but no one comes close to Roy Keane. He's their best ever player. It's between Henry and Zidane for this accolade, but I think Zinedine edges it as France's GOAT. There are slim pickings, but Robbie Langers is Luxembourg's GOAT. He played for clubs such as Marseille and Mönchengladbach. Joseph Bican scored hundreds of goals, but David Alaba is still the better Austrian player for me. I've never heard of him, but apparently he was a pretty good keeper. Mart Poom is Estonia's GOAT. He's one of the Prem's best ever centre-backs. Vidic has to be Serbia's best ever player. Hagi had a great career at Barca and Real Madrid. He's Romania's best ever baller. Johan Cruyff is in the GOAT conversation. Of course he is the Netherlands' best ever player. In a few years it'll be Haaland, but as of now Solskjaer is still Norway's GOAT. It was between Hazard and KDB for me, but De Bruyne's longevity puts him just ahead. Hamsik played over 400 games for Napoli. He's a Serie A legend. He's Slovakia's GOAT. Epuranu has had an established career in Russia and Turkey. He's Moldova's GOAT. Dalglish is still widely regarded as Liverpool's best ever player. He is Scotland's GOAT as well. Zagorakis captained Greece to their miracle Euros win in 2004. He is the Greeks' GOAT. George Best is one of only 6 players from the UK to win a Ballon d'Or. He is Northern Ireland's GOAT. Vapakevskis is Latvia's top goal scorer, winning the nation's Player of the Year twice. He's their best player. Stoichkov played a big role in Barca's success in the 90s. He's the best player Bulgaria has produced. Litmanen played for some of the biggest clubs in Europe. He's got to be Finland's best ever player. Shevchenko won the lot individually and as a team. He is easily Ukraine's best ever player. There are many options for England across different eras, but Bobby Charlton still has to be England's GOAT. Dzeko has bagged goals in Germany, England and Italy. He is Bosnia's GOAT. Schmeichel is one of the best keepers of all time. He's ahead of the Laudrup brothers as Denmark's GOAT for me. There are so many Italian legends to choose from, but Maldini has got to be their best ever player. Halep played for Barca and Arsenal. He is Belarus's best ever player. There aren't many options, but Savic has got to be Montenegro's most established player. He's their GOAT. Eusebio was incredible, but of course Ronaldo is the best player to come out of Portugal. Joseph Huggy has an incredible goal-to-game ratio. He is the best ever Swiss baller. Zlatan's legacy will never be forgotten. What a player. No other Swede comes close. Individually Oblak has won every award a goalkeeper can. He's Slovenia's GOAT. Narbekov has won Lithuania's Player of the Year 4 times. He's their GOAT. Nedved had an incredible career in Italy at Lazio and Juventus. No other Czech Republic player comes close to him. Beckenbauer is widely regarded as the greatest centre-back of all time. He's just ahead of Gerd Müller as Germany's GOAT. Yashin is the only keeper to win a Ballon d'Or. He has got to be Russia's GOAT. Oktay is a Galatasaray and Turkey legend. He is their GOAT. The tiny island nation hasn't got many talents. Misfud definitely has to be the best player they've produced. Mkhitaryan has been a success at many top clubs in Europe. He's the best ever Armenian player. Pano has the nickname in Albania as the Little Puskas for a reason. He is their best ever player. Alvarez was chosen as Andorra's best player of the last 50 years. He is their GOAT. Kayafas is a European Golden Boot winner and Cypriot legend. He's the island's best ever footballer. God Johnson played for clubs such as Barca and Chelsea, winning multiple titles. He is Iceland's biggest star by far. Frick was the first Liechtenstein player to play abroad. The nation's 4-time Player of the Year is their GOAT. No other North Macedonian has made a name for themselves in Europe like Pandev has. He's their GOAT. Banishevsky scored over 100 goals for his domestic side. He's Azerbaijan's GOAT.
Who is your country's GOAT?